Welcome back. Peter Obi's shocking no tribe for crime stance. A thief is a thief. A kidnapper is a kidnapper. In a major move, Peter Obi goes on record to defend ordinary Fulanis from national stereotyping. The political arena has been thrown into deep reflection today by a massive viral statement issued by the leader of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, Peter Obi, in a direct address countering the media framing of criminality along regional lines. Obi warned that linking crimes to entire ethnic groups is deeply divisive and directly destroying national unity. Strikingly, he spoke about his own experiences enduring stereotypes as an Igbo man before stating that he deeply understands the pain of the ordinary Fulani man today, who is unfairly judged by the actions of criminal actors he has never met and does not support. Obi's bottom line: crime has no tribe or religion, and criminals must be treated strictly as bad actors. So this is an incredibly mature statesmanship move from an opposition leader, but it is also a massive calculation for a candidate looking to win the North in 2027. Is Obi successfully breaking down the toxic tribal politics of the old guard, or will this stance complicate his support base in the South? The sharp edge is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. I do not see this kind of responsive, and timely statement from Peter Obi uh, contradicting anything about his southern political base, particularly amongst the youths that are actively rooting for him and another presidential hopeful, Omoyele Sowore, at the moment. Let me tell you that it is wrong, and we should. There shouldn't be any pretense about the fact that it will always be wrong to engage in racial or tribal profiling, such as is going on in Nigeria today about the Fulani people. However, you look at the body of evidence available on the activities of insurgents, terrorists, bandits, kidnappers. There will be that semblance of it tilting towards a particular group. And in this case, I know that even on this platform, at some point, we did advise that leaders of the Fulani nation, the Fulani tribe in Nigeria, should do everything to educate their folks about the danger of any of them being associated with the spike in violence, particularly the type arising from confrontation with indigenous citizens and settlers and nomadic or migrant herdsmen moving all over Nigeria and being associated with all kinds of bloodletting and ransom payments arising from kidnapping crimes. So, if today we have come to a situation in which all of us are now suspicious of each other, that's really unfortunate. But it was a development that was actually foretold. We were warned against the possibility of making it look right. And you remember that at a point, right from the Nigerian presidency, some of these individuals that were perpetrating criminality, burning of villages, and genocidal and targeted killings of innocent Nigerians seem to be enjoying support right from the presidency, especially during the Muhammadu Buhari years. Quite unfortunate. Of course, some of us who were not just operating as journalists, but even as community leaders, as chiefs, as members of the royalty in our different communities, we faced the unfortunate situation in which some of the leaders of a particular tribe that will come for meetings with us would later be linked with the egregious and what's it called? And the killings of notable citizens in our communities. But like Peter Obi said, I mean, every tribe. What he has simply said is that every tribe, even a lot of households, community stands, they have their own criminals as well, and so it cannot be given this ethnic coloration or ethnic gap to say, oh, each time you see a Fulani, you must run away. I think this is arising from a recent development in which a young man of a Fulani extraction went to a motor park somewhere in Lagos. I wouldn't know, maybe Lagos or somewhere like that, and was trying to board a vehicle destination somewhere southeastern Nigeria or probably Port Harcourt. And everybody in the vehicle started saying they would not travel in the same bus, in the same vehicle with this particular Fulani guy on that journey. Eventually, the operators, the guys that were issuing tickets at that bus service, decided to give him a refund, and they refused boarding him on any of their buses. To me, if that had happened in America here, you know what we'll be talking of today, Ola? That in itself would lead to some social tension. And so it is the desire of the people, whether invading terrorists who allegedly come from places like other neighboring countries, because I don't want to also mention names so that we don't fall into the trap of painting our neighboring countries in West Africa as purveyors of terror or people who mass produce and export terrorists to Nigeria. You have seen all kinds of extreme interpretations, extrapolations on this development. The thing to do is to make sure that every crime or every criminal has a name. That is why we all answer to our peculiar names. Every criminal must answer to his or her name. And if it's coming from a tribe or a given village or neighborhood, let that be reflected instead of just doing this condemnation or lumping together of an entire nation, tribe, ethnicity, in the name of trying to expose or unmask the criminals amongst all of us. People have done so many things, and it does not matter whether they are turbaned or they wear that collar around their neck. That is, they could be pastor, they could be imam. It does not also matter whether you see them as adherents of a traditional beliefs. The truth of the matter is that a human being is a human being, and when the public is not watching, what are we doing in our private recesses? What are we doing within our given space? And what is the account of stewardship we can give? So we go back to the basic building block of any society: mutual respectability, making sure that bands and norms are respected, and we are not pushing too far and thinking that the system will protect us or have a sense of entitlement, a kind of hegemonic that is I'm untouchable, I'm born to rule attitude, and so I can perpetrate crime and get away with it. And then at all levels, you find people condoning this. And it's so easy for people now to want to deliver jungle justice. I think this is what this touches on. Lynching culture, mob action, and all that. This time does not call for it. If we begin to embrace such attitudes, such conduct, then we would be given the opportunity for the people who really want to destroy the society, who really want to destroy civilization, modern civilization as we know it. We will be giving them that opportunity to gloat. We will be giving them that opportunity to want to say that, oh, they are really scoring a huge point, undermining the progress of survival of the country, whether it's Nigeria or America, anywhere, South Africa, where you find them, all kinds of phobia, xenophobia, and even government tacitly endorsing citizens who would want to take laws into their hands. This moment does not call for that. What it calls for is to really give support to those who are charged, the security apparatus in any given country, so that they can do the job of effective policing, apprehending prospective criminals or suspects, and making sure that crime rate drops, whether it is terrorism, kidnapping, whatever. As a citizen, if you see somebody that is behaving in an erratic way or in a fashion that suggests that, oh, this person may have the tendency to want to wreak havoc, alert the people that are charged with enforcing the law. Don't take laws into your hands. And if you don't do that, we would have reduced the possibility of painting some people or profiling some people the wrong way. That is the much that I want to volunteer. That's the little opinion I have on this matter concerning Peter Obi, and making sure that we do not begin to put the garb or the veil or the toga of of crime or crime identity on people because of their ethnic background or extraction. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. We do have some other trendy stories around the world, and we'll be right back.